Okay, 1790, good luck. Just boost the audio up there. So our opponent has 5,000 games of rapid. That's a lot of rapid chess. Okay, so against this you normally do this and this. But he's done that very quickly, so he knows the theory. I'll actually develop here first just to deal with this. But this, you'll see this sort of setup in lots of my games, and clearly opponent is somebody who doesn't need to think at all. That's a little bit concerning. Let's challenge for the center then, shall we? Yeah, he's not really using any time whatsoever on any moves. Let's develop our knight. He really isn't using any time. Do I go here? Takes, it mixes it up. I'm going to play rook across first, preparing to push. He's got to stop and think at some point, or does he? Maybe he just doesn't need to think. Maybe he's just a genius that we can't compete with. Let's launch the pawn in the center. Yeah, it's my third time at trying to play today's rapid game. I've had 2 suspicious opponents so far. So I'm trying a third attempt to get today's game done. And you can see I've got somebody who's using no thinking time, literally at all whatsoever, on any moves at all. Can you play a rook across here? I don't think so. Let's just drop back. I mean, he's not going to take here, is he? I don't think. He could take here. Take, bishop up and back. He's gone with the knight, so can we push on? Not sure. Don't think so. I think it's probably safer to take the pawn and break his structure. I'll just take back if he takes, but he doesn't. Now, I could take here and give him a broken structure, but with the queen off, it's not so critical. What else am I going to do, though? If I go here now, queen here, then maybe queen forward attack the bishop, but I guess he did attack here. So take, something takes. Take, he takes. Rook in the center. That's alright, isn't it? Let's do that. We give him the bishop pair. We'll just play an endgame. So we'll take him, we'll play rook across. Yeah, it's disconcerting, isn't it, when you've got an opponent just literally not thinking at all. But he's got 5,000 games of rapid. It's enough to establish a rating, but... So he's played rook across. Okay, let's not bother thinking either. Our opponent doesn't think, so let's just play the game quickly and get it over with. Yeah, king forward. So do I go here? If he ever pushes here, we've got a nice square, right? So let's put the knight here. Here would give us a really good square, so he won't do that. And I'll try and put the king on a light square to break this pin. We've got a potential check, but it's not really doing a lot. Okay, what's he trying to do there? That I don't see. Do I put my king here, actually? Then I can trade this way, but... Now that's something to consider. Here to go here. Then we can potentially trade and rook across. Actually, I think that makes sense. Here, I'm not achieving a lot, am I? Let's come this way to try and go here, then pop these on light squares. Yeah, this is weird, isn't it? It's really weird how he's playing this. Let's go here. And is he going to try and come in? The knight covers this, so here I can just check if I need to. Or maybe even go there first and try and trap the king, but I don't think we are. So he's now played the bishop back, so he's attacking the knight. If we go here, he can't step to them. He's got this square. Sacrifice does nothing for us, does it? We have a check. Or we have knight here or knight here. I like the idea of going here to redeploy then. I'm not going to get this square, am I? So let's drop back so we're not burning too much time, because we're still a minute down on the clock. Yeah, he's marching forward. What the heck is this? This is nonsense, isn't it? I can check here, I guess, though. And Can he step forward and take? Surely there's a checkmate there. Here, here. There must be something there. Do I go here first? Or here? I've got a chance to check though and double up here and attack the bishop, and he can't really defend it like this, surely. Here? I'm on a light square, he can't move. He could just go there, I guess. Check and here. So check, down, check, he takes, and I'm not getting in. This game seems too good to be true to me. Check, down, rook up. Then he's got a problem to deal with, hasn't he? Let's go here. He won't want me going here if he comes forward, because that's a mating net. What the heck is he doing this game? Well, he has done it, so isn't that just a mate threat? He can't go there or take the pawn. What else is he going to do? Just come here. This game is just too weird to be true. I mean, he's got bishop down I can take. Bishop there, I'm threatening check. Bishop takes the pawn. I assume I can just take the rook and then take back. He might have to play a move like bishop takes pawn. Just gain a rook, and if he takes back, take him back. But he can't step there. If he takes there, I've still got the rook check, and it's just checkmate. The king can't move anywhere. But he can't run back over now either. That's the key square. So I think he might have to give up the bishop, and then I'll have to play rook takes, but we attack the rook and the bishop. He can't move either of them with a check. Really weird one. Yeah, I think that bishop takes on g3 is the only move. I don't see another move, and he's found it. So I think all I do here is take. We attack the rook, we attack the bishop. He'll take back, we take. And it's completely winning, right? I mean, he doesn't have an into move like this. We just take it as a rook, I think. So here, if he takes here, we take here, right? He takes us and we take. We're up too much, so we just take here and we take here. We're just completely winning the game. So we just have to get the rook off the board now. Or obviously here would be checkmate as well. Isn't that just checkmate? It is. Yeah, no idea what happened in that game. Let's just see. A very weird one. So 29 moves, move times for both players. So let's just put it through the analyzer. You see the Reti opening, Anglo-Slav variation. You'll see this type of structure in lots of my games because I play a relatively limited amount of openings. So we do have a number of blunders in this one. 87-72, but we've got blunders from both players here. So let's just see what it was. There's nothing until we get to 20 odd moves in, but this is kind of relatively common, relatively routine. You'll see this sort of setup I say in lots of my games, so we'll just flick through to the mistakes. But this is all good, it's just completely level. There's a little blip coming up here, and then we've gained advantage and blundered it back, so let's just see what we did there. So opponent blundered with king to g5, and I should have taken the rook immediately. Okay, so rook takes, then I've got the nice trick there, and if you take back I can check and win the rook, so it wins a pawn. So I blundered there by not spotting that nice tactic to win a pawn. And then there's another blunder coming up, king to h3, which now looks like it's a forced checkmate. So rook to d4 was good, bishop takes, and I've missed a forced checkmate here. Well, of course, if you just take back, the king is still stuck with this move, which we actually ended it with. So I didn't need to take the rook. I just take back the pawn here. The king is still cut, and if you take my rook, it's still the same checkmate. You can see it now, just exactly how we ended the game. But it's still completely winning here. So rook takes was okay, h takes was okay. And what did he have to do there? He had to play king forward to h2 to avoid the checkmate, so he could have avoided it there, but it's still +5. So again, I missed a forced checkmate in 2. It is what it is, so at least it's done